In the previous video, I found what I call brand product searches, and I did that by simply searching the keyword, in this case shoes, on Keyword Tool, and then I used ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to give me a list of brand names extracted from those keyword searches. And after doing that, ChatGPT then gave me a list of brands. Now, for this first search on Keyword Tool, the keywords were taken from Amazon. So I did one search with Amazon and I did another with eBay. So I'll start off for this video focusing on the Amazon searches that came up, and thus the brands that were extracted from those searches. So now the idea is I have these different brands of shoes that I know that customers literally have typed in and searched for on Amazon in combination in relation to shoes. So it gives me I know that the buyers have that intent to buy these particular brands. So what I'm going to do now is actually do a little research and just take some of these brand names, search them on Amazon and see what I get. So I'll start with this one, which I think is Hoka, I guess. And I'll just paste it straight onto Amazon and search Hoka and see if I do find products. I could have also done shoes or something, but I think I'd rather leave it general and see what it pulls up so I can see what comes under that brand, because they might have sneakers, shoes, and even other types of products, and I just want to see what actually comes up. So I see Hoka is showing up here and there amongst some other brands such as New Balance that are showing up as well. And so there definitely are some product results here on Amazon. Just to look a little more into the brand, I will go ahead and open up one of the product results. And when I do that, I can see who's selling the brand. In this case, it's a fulfilled by merchant seller. One thing I might want to look for is, does the brand itself sell the product? In other words, if I had seen ships from Hoka sold by Hoka, or even ships from Amazon sold by Hoka, I would know that this is a brand that's actually on Amazon selling its own product. And so I would not want to, if I'm an Amazon seller, I would not then want to also try to sell that product if the brand is already selling their own product, right? They're more likely to come after me or something. Right. Speaking of that brand safety issue, this Chrome extension that I'm using, IP Alert, actually shows me that this brand has been found to be safe thus far, right? Based on this green circle that's here. And that's a Chrome extension called IP Alert. You actually get a discount code. So I have a link in the description of the video, and you have a discount code to get a steep discount. That's going to be useful when you're researching these brands to make sure that they're safe. Okay. Now, Adidas, I mean, these are popular brands that I know already. I mean, I know they're going to be there. I'm going to try to I'm going a bit more obscure with this. But actually, let me look at this brand some more. In fact, what I'll do is I'll click on the link to that brand, Hoka. In fact, yeah, and see if I get some more like pure results, meaning only this brand, not other brands. And already I've got a page here where it's like all Hoka straight across the top row. Second row is all Hoka again. So I like these results much better. So again, to get that, you've got to click on one of the products and then click on the name of the brand, as I did. And then you're going to get kind of a more, precise list. Potentially, you might, So this whole page is like Hoka products at this point, right? I'll take a look at page 2 and see that the brand is also found on page 2. And so there are actually a considerable number of products on Amazon, and this is actually something that I want to consider with the brand, right? Strongly consider as well. How many is the actual number of products? What is their presence on Amazon? All right, because with Amazon, especially with Amazon, where a lot of times we're looking for pre-existing listings, unlike eBay, where we always have to create the listing from scratch and like bring a listing to eBay. With Amazon, a lot of times we're just jumping on a pre-existing listing. For the most part, we're just putting an offer on a product. We're just offering a price on a product. So if they have a lot of products already here on Amazon, then we've got a lot of choices. The next thing will be, suppliers, and depends, what you're involved in. But I'm thinking more like online arbitrage, drop shipping, that kind of concept. So, I mean, I can just go ahead and do like a manual Google search of the brand name, and that will pretty much give me an idea of where the brand is found. You can just look at the common results, or you can go to even over to Google Shopping, and you can see what you get under Google Shopping if you want it like a little bit more. Wait for it to pop up. In a format that's more like just products in front of you rather than URLs, right? By going to Google Shopping, we get a more product thumbnail kind of format. And so I can go through here. I can see Zappos here. I see all these different places. Sometimes you might be interested in the actual website, meaning of that brand. Meaning if that brand has their own website where they sell the products from, you might be interested in that, as well. And okay, one thing again I want to see is who's selling these products. So I'm going to click on a few more of them, a few more listings, and kind of get an idea. I should have opened that in a new tab. This ships from Amazon, that means FBA, but it's still being sold by a third party seller, merchant seller. So that's good in general if it's not being sold by Amazon. Ships from Amazon is fine, but if it's not being sold by Amazon, that's like a good thing, because you're more likely to be able to profit. When Amazon sells a brand and they're kind of like selling that whole brand, they just, bring the prices down really low, and it tends to be hard to compete. Here I just see a lot of third party, fulfilled by merchant people selling products there. Ships from, sold by the same seller. Which is fulfilled by merchant. So basically, yeah, fulfilled by merchant and FBA. So it looks like online arbitrage. People shipping the product, maybe even drop shipping it potentially, as well. So if you're in, if you're in any kind of arbitrage, which arbitrage could be online arbitrage, drop shipping as well, then this might be a potential brand to sell, right? But again, going back to the suppliers, you've just got to look and see, right, what comes up. Now, I mean, let's see. Okay. I'm just thinking about suppliers on that note. If there are like any suppliers that kind of stand out. I mean, the only supplier that really stands out for me would be Zappos, which is, very popular. I've not really seen like a lot of different suppliers there. I'm seeing, I think this must be Hoka's own site. Let me see what is this exactly? When you open one of the products on Google Shopping, you get this list. That kind of helps a lot. So yeah, that is Hoka itself. It says best price. Open link in new tab. I'm just getting an idea of the suppliers. I'm not really sourcing right now. I'm just kind of trying to see where these products are sold. Okay. So Hoka does have their own site. Can you find some products cheaper on their own site, from the brand, cheaper than it's going for on Amazon, possibly, right? And, it's kind of hard to figure that out without looking at them individually, right? Now, when I'm looking at these, I have in mind certain tools that I personally have. One of them is the Amazon Sourcer, and the Amazon Sourcer makes use of a function called get data, which I use to extract prices from websites, but it guesses how to extract in general, and then it's also programmed to work with certain stores. I'm going to do a quick test. I just want to see if it can actually, so I'll just find like a blank sheet like IDS CSV. It's not blank right now. Find another one that might be blank. Keep a CSV is blank. And I just want to do a test and see if get data will work with this. So I'm just going to copy this over here to the Amazon sourcer, and I'll just do equal get data, the URL, comma, and then the word price in quotes is the way that this is used. And I just want to see if it has the ability to, so no, it's not able to connect and get the price from Hoka. Okay, that's just something I wanted to see if it could do. So apparently it's not able to do that. So if I were to use the Amazon sourcer, I would not be able to necessarily pull the prices from it. So that wouldn't be such a convenient way of automating. So what I would probably want to do if I were to try to do a more serious like source and process using one of the automated Google Sheets, I probably would want to try to use the Amazon Matcher, where I'm going to basically try to get some of these product titles off of there and then see if I can search them and find them on Amazon. And that way I'll have the prices from the supplier as well as the prices from Amazon and be able to determine if there's some kind of profit potential with any of these products. Otherwise, the only thing I can really do is this: take the product and just Google search the title. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, I can do a few manual searches here and just see if I find the same product. Cordura. Let's see. Just waiting for this. A bit slow here. I want to see if I find the same exact product. Okay. This has got an unqualified buy box. So we've just got like, you know, a bunch of people selling it. The prices do look relatively high. But the question is, sorry, the question is, what price did this product typically go for? So what I'll do is I'll see if I can do like a search with Google Lens or something. And this is one great thing about a manual search is you have, you know, these, you know, you can use Google Lens and stuff like that. This is similar. I don't know if it's the same though. No, this is it. Yeah. Okay. So $150, but is that Amazon? I'm looking for another website. 140 looks similar. Not sure if it's the same product. It says out of stock. Could this be the product for 175 on this other? Apparently looks like another site or something. Zappos. Could this be the same product? Oh, you have to investigate it. Cordura. I want to see that on the side. Okay, so yeah, so you know, you can manually inspect these and see if they're cheaper on another site. That's probably, it looks like, yeah, the best bet here is to use manual methods and just go through the products and kind of manually inspect and see if you would find them cheaper somewhere else. But anyway, I wasn't necessarily trying to actually find a profitable product in this video. I was just kind of inspecting the brand. And I think this was pretty good because I found a brand that, you know, I know that people are searching for based on keyword tool. Haven't seen that it's somewhere amongst these keyword searches, was extracted from the keyword searches by ChatGPT. I've searched it on Amazon. The brand, in fact, is sold on Amazon, which means I have the potential to jump on some listings and sell it. The brand is not sold by Amazon itself. It's on Amazon.com, but it is not sold by Amazon. It is sold by other normal sellers, which means I have a much better chance of getting in there and potentially selling this brand. It's just a matter of sourcing individual products, trying to see if I can find the products cheaper, even at Hoka's own website, being that they have their own website, or if I can find them cheaper at Zappos or just any other supplier. That's all it is at this point. It's just a matter of sourcing the products. And that was just the first brand on the list, so pretty good. And, you know, it felt like it was a pretty good result. Brand shows up as being safe based on the IP alert Chrome extension that would generally show me if the brand was riskier or whatever. So again, check out that Chrome extension, because I mean, I've got Google Sheets that can kind of help with things like automated research and things like that, and doing automated searches. I cannot duplicate, however, checking brand safety. I have no way of doing that. These guys can do it. They have the ability to draw that data from the community and see which brands are safe or which ones are filing IP complaints. You get a discount code. Again, I have a discount code that I worked out with the guys who own it. And if you use that discount code, you get a steep discount. I believe they have both lifetime. They have different memberships. I'm not going to speak for them. Just, you know, check the link. Look for IP Alert Chrome extension. Open that link. Go in. I've got the I gave you the discount code as well. Just check out their page. See if you're interested or if you want to try that Chrome extension. But if you do, make sure to use the discount code so you get a discount. What I'm going to do is make more videos. Well, I've got a ton of videos on the channel anyway, but I'm going to make more videos looking at more of these brands just to see what's there and see what I find, both Amazon and on eBay as well, or other marketplaces. Again, check the description of this video for all the resources that I've got. You can contact me as well if you wish. I'm Mr. Mark, and I'll see you around in another video.